Am I the asshole for not wanting my husband to walk his sister down the aisle? My husband, Mike, 37, is the eldest in his family. He's pretty close with his sister Beth, 28, and they spend almost all week together. Beth had issues with her father growing up. She went no contact with him after he took her first car and damaged it. She only remained in contact with Mike since everybody else judged her for going no contact. She's getting married to her fiancé of 3 years. From what I understand, she and her dad are slowly getting reconciled, but she made it clear she wants him to take no part in the wedding. She asked Mike if he could walk her down the aisle and he agreed. I have to say that I was taken aback and it felt a bit odd for me because her dad is alive, they're on speaking terms again, he's gonna be there at the wedding, so the logical thing to do is have him walk her down the aisle. This role isn't for her older brother but her father. Not to mention how Phil will feel about it. I brought this up with Beth and she had an attitude and implied that I was just saying this and objecting because of how I feel about the situation, not how our traditions should be practiced. We got into an argument and I went home. Mike thinks I'm being unreasonable and possibly causing him to miss something so sentimental, and that if anything, he feels honored to be asked to do this for her, and said that I should stop worrying about what others might say. Now we're having this conflict, 3 of us, and cannot seem to reach a solution. You are the asshole. There was no conflict except for your unwanted opinion. Beth wants Mike to walk her down the aisle. Mike wants to walk Beth down the aisle. Mike's wife thinks he shouldn't, sticks her nose into his business, insists upon it, objects to it, creates a conflict because of her own opinions about years-long issues she hasn't been around for, and then posts. Original poster. During your entire typing and proofing of this post, did you not see that you've butted into someone else's affairs? Was there no glimmer of Beth should be able to choose whomever she wants, or Mike and Beth know this situation best? I'm more concerned that this isn't the first time you've done this, argued a point rather than listen to the other side, and if I were you I'd apologize and offer your non-judgmental support. If I were Mike I'd be second-guessing my marriage. Yay, I fail to see what it is original poster takes issue with other than just to be a shit disturber. She needs to grow TF up. I'm guessing original poster doesn't like how close her husband and his sister are and is expressing it through this. Exactly. I think she's jealous that her husband and his sister are close. You are the asshole. There are 3 places you can always stay for free. 1. In your lane. 2. Out of other people's business. 3. Over there with your nonsense. This is way out of your lane, it's none of your business, and no one is remotely interested in your nonsense. Why do you honestly care who she wants to walk her down the aisle? Do you have a problem with his sister? Greater than, and they spend almost all week together. She's jealous. She's insecure. Fix that for ya. It's both. You are the asshole. The person who walks her down the aisle can be anyone that has played a big part in her life. You've acknowledged that your husband has been that for her. What does it matter who she chooses? It's not your wedding or your business. Greater than, now we're having this conflict, 3 of us, and cannot seem to reach a solution. So it sounds like they do have a solution already then. Mike walks Beth down the aisle and original poster minds her own fucking business, problem solved. You are the asshole. You are the asshole. Now we're having this conflict, 3 of us, and cannot seem to reach a resolution. Yeah, because you're offering your opinion where it's not wanted and trying to make a decision that's not yours to make. The way this gets resolved is you saying, I'm sorry for my behavior. You are right, I am objecting because of how I feel, and this is not my decision nor something I should be pushing my feelings on. You then be happy that your husband is so close with his sister that she wants him to walk her down the aisle. That he was there for her all of those years when no one else was. For real, she says, the 3 of us, like she gets a say? She has literally no stakes in this discussion. It's not her family, her marriage, nor her history. Just this bizarre nosy entitlement. You are the asshole. I'm sorry, this is your business. How? Beth has a great relationship with her brother. Beth has a bad relationship with her father. Beth wants her brother to take her down the aisle because her father was toxic to her. I don't understand your problem. It's her wedding. She can ask whoever she likes. She does not need your permission or your approval. Original poster is jealous. Her husband has a closer bond with his sister and she doesn't like it. You are the asshole. Regardless Sil has good relationship with father or not, she has the right to choose who will walk her on her wedding day. It can be her father, mother, brother, friend, or any other person she trusts and wants. This is not your wedding and you have no say who bride choose to walk her down. And since has nothing to do to you, stay out of relationship between brother and sister. You are the asshole. I'd also expect that it is a great honor just being asked to escort the bride down the aisle. It's only reserved for people who mean a great deal to the bride herself. Get over yourself because you're the asshole here. You are the asshole and this has literally nothing to do with you, butt out. Why do the 3 of you need to come to a solution? This is between your husband and his sister and they are in agreement. This has nothing to do with you. Absolutely, I don't see how wifey thinks she gets a say. This has 0% to do with her. Info. Why are you jealous of your Sil and why does your husband taking an integral, supportive role in her wedding make you feel threatened? You are the asshole. Traditions are only important if the person in question values them. Even then, they tend to be meaningless. I'd invite you to look up the original tradition of having a father give away the bride, and even the original role of best man. It's dark. Do some deep introspection. Determine what on earth is triggering you, take accountability for your own actions, emotions, and then apologize to them both. You may be able to fix both the conflict and something within yourself in the process. She used one of the first sentences in this post to complain about how much time her husband spends with his sister. This is an issue she created out of resentment instead of being honest with herself about her insecurity and jealousy. You are the asshole, get therapy. You are the asshole. None of this is your business whatsoever. Your opinion does not matter at all. You come across very judgmental and self-centered. I think, are traditions. Keep your opinion to yourself and your mouth shut. You are the asshole. Who cares about tradition? This is something they both want and it would mean a lot to them. I really don't know why you're objecting. Honestly, just sounds like you decided to stick your nose in for absolutely no reason. I'm sorry. How is this any of your business? You are the asshole. Go sincerely apologize both yourself and your husband and stay out of it. You are the asshole. The tradition is for the man who has been the bride's biggest support to walk her down the aisle. Typically, that happens to be the father. In this case, it is not so. Mind your own business. You got to decide who walked you down the aisle. You don't dictate who should walk Beth down the aisle. It's petty and ignorant to think otherwise, or that your thoughts on the matter should be taken into consideration. You are the asshole and fucking weird for making something out of literally nothing. You are the asshole. You're being unreasonable. The role is for whoever the bride wants it to be at her marriage ceremony. Your reasons are so weak, tradition, and, I'm helping someone else who might care, that I assume you really have some other insecure reason for why this shouldn't happen, which is not listed here. You might not be even fully conscious of it. What is it?